she's all set to take our new branch to the zenith. Welcome to Rendezvous with Alicia. I'm Alicia, and this is Season 2, Episode 4 of the Rendezvous series. Today, we are ecstatic to bring before you the head of SNVP Techno School Bavdan, Ms. Ava Singh. It is a pleasure, ma'am, to have you here.
Thank you so much, Ms. Alicia. I'm really honored to be here with you. Thank you so much.
All right, so that brings us to a very first question, which I'm very curious to know. So, was it a dream, or did something inspire you to become a head of an institute?
Well, Ms. Alicia, I believe it was always there in my mind. And I think when we are at a higher position in the hierarchy, we have a team to work for us, and it gets really easy to implement our thoughts and to bring some change in the system. And being an innovative person and creative person at heart, I always wanted to be. So that's the reason.
So the creativity is the main reason.
Main reason.
Thank you so much for sharing that, ma'am. So ma'am, now that you are with SNVP, what would you say is, how has SNVP Group of Institutes as a whole carved its niche in the field of education?
Well, Ms. Alicia, SNVP Group of Institutes stands tall in being innovative and creative. We want our children to develop all 21st century skills, and the well-flourishing branches of SNVP prove that we are able to create a niche for ourselves in the education system.
So 21st century and innovation, those two words I want to ask another question to you, ma'am. So in this era, in the 21st century, would you say our education system needs to evolve so that students don't end up following the herd mentality?
Definitely. We need to evolve. And it is the need of the hour, because the times are changing, the pattern of jobs are changing. Many of the jobs which were there from past till now will not be there in future. Many things will go obsolete.
Yes.
So the whole education system needs to be individualized. It cannot be one size fits all anymore. And the new Education Policy 2020 is a great tool in our hands to bring about those changes which will evolve the whole education system.
Definitely.
That is, I believe.
Definitely. And the evolution is definitely what we need. Thank you for sharing your insights on this. So when we talk about this kind of evolution, ma'am, what I wanted to ask you, do you think that parents need more involvement, not just in the personal life, but in the school life, and especially for the teens?
Yes, of course. Actually, the parents are the bridge between the community and the school. Also, the parents help us to know the requirement of our students, because the development of student is not just the duty of school or a single institution. It is actually the responsibility of the parents, the school, and the student himself. So the parent involvement is very, very important, because that helps us to design our curriculum and to understand the needs of the student, so that we can have the development of that student in a proper manner.
Very rightly said, ma'am. When we talk about parent involvement, one question that comes to my mind, you as a mentor, what would you say, or rather how would you say that we provide a safe environment to the students as a teacher, as parents, as even friends, so that the students, they can express, they can confide to us about their deepest feelings?
Well, the trust is the most important aspect of any organization. The trust is the most important aspect of any relationship.
Yes.
So when a student is there with us, the student should have trust on the teachers, on the organization, on the principal, that just like home, the way they are so expressive at home, they can share whatever they feel like to their parents. Similarly, the student should be able to share the same with the teacher.
Yes.
So the teacher's first priority should be creating a bond between the student and the teacher, so that the students feel free. So I believe that the trust is the most important thing.
Absolutely. And of course, creating that bond. So I hope, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to this. So that brings us to the last question, but very important question with such beautiful thoughts that you shared. We would love to know what is the unique selling point of your branch, the upcoming branch. What is the USP?
Well, that's a very nice question. USP, I believe we should call it unique serving potential instead of unique selling point, because the latter sounds well for a business.
Right.
And when we talk about an institution like school, we are there to serve the society, to serve the community. So, the unique serving potential for SNBP Techno School Baudhan are its beautifully designed CBSE curriculum, which will be NEP 2020 driven, plus the techno curriculum which will prepare my children for various competitive examinations. We are also going to provide a plethora of activities which are going to develop 21st century skills in our students. And to be the cherry on the cake, we would say the meditation, yoga, sports activities, they are going to make the whole education a holistic one. So that is the uniqueness of our SNBP Techno School Baudhan.
So holistic development to the teen are you planning for your school, I believe. So thank you so much for joining us, ma'am. It was a pleasure listening to you. And I hope, dear audience, that you are ready for the next episode as well. So stay put, stay tuned, and take care. God bless.